Hello. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad that we're getting into the last couple episodes because we've just got Reflections and the Summit, and then we'll be starting up our next game. I will say, just like general warning, this Reflections in particular, I feel like it's pretty heavy in terms of like confronting self doubt and that kind of thing. So just know that going into this level, it is honestly, I think one of my favorites, and I'm excited to get into it with y'all today. So, let's jump into reflections. Did you know? It is impossible to outrun your own reflection. I do. Not the OP getting carried. This scene reminds me of Shovel Knight. Theo, you're awake! Am I? I'm skeptical. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh, yep, it's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. Yeah, she's learning. What was I out for? It must have been a few hours. Man, what a ride. Tell me about it. Are you okay? I mean, aside from the existential crisis? Yeah, I'm fine. Clearly this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here? I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yeah. She's been haunting me the whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. And she was there, in the temple. Why didn't you say something? Respectfully, I don't know that, like, I would tell people that the less pleasant side of me had been given a corporeal body by a mountain that also trapped you in a crystal. I don't know if I would tell people that. I'll be with Madeline on this one. I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I knew what this mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. You could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. Didn't even believe myself. Okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Honestly, you remind me of my sister. That's adorable. What's she like? Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first, but you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not literally a literal rock star. Alex is just amazing at everything. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Whoa, why don't I remind you of her? You both live so deep inside your own heads. Oh. Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. I can see that in you, too. I wish I could say the same for myself. Bro, same? We can build a temple. It looks like ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. Yeah. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. Starting to understand why that old lady lives here. You ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person. But she does seem pretty content living out here. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain. And you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing this mountain anyways? You're right. I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head. I get that. I'm stuck in a cycle. You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job. Real. Work is fine, actually. I'm losing it. Can't stop thinking about apologies. I can't stop thinking about crap that doesn't matter. My brain fixates on these things that happened forever ago. Should be over them. None of it even matters. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together. I'm sorry, that's pretty rough stuff. Can I help? You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud. You don't talk to anyone about it? No, not really. Mood. Everyone knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it. No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything? I drink, mostly. And get mad at people on the internet. Vibes. What brought you to the mountain? What about you? What brought you to the mountain? I just got bumming around. As usual. Started this new job in Seattle. Thought I finally knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life. But I hated it. So I quit after a week and hopped the bus to Canada. Just felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere vibes. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky it sounds. It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. Not really. Everyone is so patient with me. So I guess I am putting a lot of pressure on myself. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that isn't the problem. I'm just worried that I'll never figure out where I'm going. You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now. Maybe. Thank you, Theo. For believing in me back there, I mean. Believing in you was the easy part. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing. It actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. Would you mind talking about what depression is like? It sucks. Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want. It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it just feels out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out. There must be something wrong with me. Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault. I guess I thought that I could I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Maybe this is all pointless. Madeline, you just saved my life. That's not pointless. Yeah. Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut that you're stuck in. That's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain. Maybe. That's helpful. This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory. So you think I'm stuck with her forever? Well, she's stuck with you too. That's not helpful. So, you want to destroy this part of you? Won't that hurt you too? If I don't, she's just gonna keep bullying me. She says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true. Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism. Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it. Maybe you can learn to control her instead. A feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me that. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom. Are you close to your grandpa? Yeah, I was. I'm sorry. It's okay. That's just how it is. All I can do is stay positive and live a meaningful life because that's what he would want. I'm so sorry, Theo. Thanks. What else did you learn from your grandpa? So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. He always said this place changed his life. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close I was to it. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special. You think he went through the temple like us? You think he understood the power of the mountain? He never talked about what happened here. I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent. He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. So, why not take a vacation instead? What do you mean? Dude, you needed a change so you chose to climb a mountain. Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii or, like, take a bath. Theo, what is his range of options? I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something. It sounds like you have enough on your plate already. I guess it is kind of extreme, but that's how I am. I need something to challenge me. And I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me or nothing. I want to remember this night. You know what? I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie. I thought you'd never ask. Selfie time! Look at them, they're besties. They're besties. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now. Wait a second. You're gonna reach the summit tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put this all behind me. I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep. Okay, good night, Theo. Thanks for being cool. What can I say? Comes naturally. I love that moment. And I love that, like, you can choose what you want to engage with in that conversation. Because some people, like, don't want to get into more like mental health topics that this game engages with, and I love that they give you a couple of like out moments. Yeah. Also the description of depression that they offer here. Yeah. Yeah. I think what always like hits me is that Theo even starts to introduce the idea of what if destroying that part of you isn't the right choice? What if you're hurting yourself by trying to, like, fully get rid of that part of yourself? And then we introduce the feathers. Hello, Madeline. The northern lights are so beautiful. Yeah, they are. Where are we? We need to talk. Okay. I finally understand who you are. You're not my true reflection. I'm not? Who is about to get it dead? You're everything I need to leave behind. You're cruel, paranoid, controlling. Why would you say that? No, it's okay. I understand now. I don't need you anymore. So you're just abandoning me? I'm setting you free. We'll both be so much happier. You're so stupid. Oh. You think you can just leave me behind? You think you can blame everything on me? You think you're above me? Answer me. God, that's terrifying. Calm down, please. Calm down. Breathe, Madeline. Choose the feather. She's still flying around us, bro. The feather, no! The feather! Give it back! You're gonna think about a feather to stop me? No, you are not above me. You can't climb this mountain. It's time to accept that. Madeline, what's happening? At least Theo didn't fall. Ouch. Splash. Ah! The conversation with Madeline that leads us to fall down the mountain is always really interesting to me. It's like Madeline is so sure that she's like, no, I don't need that part of me anymore. Why did I don't know why I double bounced there, that was weird. And we'll like continue to like talk about and explore that, but I think there is this like, I have definitely fallen into that before, the idea of like, well, no, that part of me kind of sucks and I wish that I didn't have to deal with that. And then pushing you to think about, I mean, that is still part of, whether or not we want to accept it or not, part of who we are. Nope. How did I make it through that, only to not make it through? I think you can also... It should reset me up at the top. Oh no, that's not how it works. Okay. I thought he would break the pink spikes. Homie does not. And I think for me, like, I was in a pretty different space the first time that I played this game. But it was also one of the first games that, like, I played that actually talked about mental health in a way that, like, that's not a secret area. Yeah, in a way that didn't feel like, I don't know, there's like a right or wrong way to think about it. I was so close. It's over now. Why won't she leave me alone? I hate her. But she's part of me. I'll never be able to get rid of her. And she was right. I couldn't climb the mountain. Like being on this journey of like getting to a spot where you can start to accept all of the different parts of yourself is like wildly difficult. I feel like I should be able to go up there. Oh, this is where I need. Thanks, bud. Ooh. I think I should have looked at the telescope, but I think we're just gonna run with it. Okay, that's doable. Easy W. And this game, like, really taught me a lot on, like, reframing how I think about, like, the ways that, like, I tend to process things. I'm gonna be so real, I don't know how I made that through the first time. There's nothing up there for me. I think this is for strawberry, y'all. Oh, do I need that block? I think that I've accidentally progressed. That's fine, we got the mixtape already. Okay, we can do this. It's fine, you know, data run. What's down here? I don't think the spikes on that one were super necessary. The bumpers. So they're introducing a lot of new mechanics in this second to last area. The bumpers, you really want to be careful about where you're landing on it, because you will bounce in the direction that you land on it from. So like that, I landed on the top, so I went straight up, but if I landed on like the top left, it would bounce me back to the left side. Okay. Whew. Tried to lock in. Ooh, bro, I did that so clean. Let's see if there's anything down here. This is also... Okay, so I'm gonna be so real with y'all. The whole game is difficult platforming. I think this is when it, like, properly is like, okay, have you been paying attention to the mechanics that we've been teaching you? I don't know how I'm still here. I genuinely don't know how I didn't just die. Hi, bird. Hi, Granny. Oh, hello again. Of course you're here. Calling it quits, I see. Now she's looking smug. No, I fell. It's over. It's probably for the best. The mountain doesn't pull any punches. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't climbing or strong enough to climb the mountain. You can laugh at me again if you want. I didn't mean actually laugh. I love Granny. Sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. She'll get over it. You know what? I had a lot of time to think climbing out of this cave. And I'm already over it. That part of me was right. I can't do this. I'll just go home to my sad life and be miserable forever. Me. You clearly aren't over it. Shut up, I know. I don't want to give up. But no matter how hard I try, she sabotages me every step of the way. A lot of kids come here to climb this mountain only to give up. It's a shame that you fell. I was starting to think you'd make it. What makes me so special? I've never met someone so angry at themselves. Dang. Honestly, I thought you'd reach the summit just to spite yourself. Gee, thanks. This girl you're talking about, it sounds like she's holding you back. Talk to her. Figure out why she's so scared. You think she's scared? I guess I never thought of it that way. Stop wasting both of our time and ask her. What do you got to lose? That's real. Elevator. I don't know how to find her. She's part of you, right? If you look for her, she won't take long to find. So you know about the mountain's power? Of course I know, I live here. Tried to warn you. You need to work on your messaging. A glimpse at the truth is good for people, even if most can't accept what they see. There's no shame in running back to your car and driving away. Someday you'll be ready, then you'll come back. No. I'm gonna see this through. No more running. I thought so. Good luck. How can you stand living here? Isn't it hard to deal with this all the time? It's true. You never really get used to it. But it keeps me sharp. I like that about it. But the mountain is so confrontational. Sure, it doesn't beat around the bush. Celeste Mountain is a place of healing here. The first step of healing is confronting the problem. It's never easy. Tell me about it. And I even love that, like, not shying away from the fact that healing from something is rough, bro. I accidented my way through that one. Wait. No! Okay, I see the second gap. We can do this. I believe in us, y'all. Grab the wall, let go. Go a little bit. I went too far that way. I could also just do this the way that the regular way. I can make that. Because I think that there's sometimes this like misconception that, oh, once I think I'm starting to heal, like I made it. And we don't acknowledge that like actually healing from something is like usually an uncomfortable process. Like even if we're not talking about mental health. That's the way I would have come through. Like healing a broken bone is also gonna be unpleasant. Or like, I've had a number of concussions. Healing from concussions was an unpleasant experience. I like how that probably would have taken me just a shorter time to go through the regular way, but I was being stubborn / determined about it. Also, this sound design that the water changes, or the music changes with the water is so... But I appreciate that they, like, Granny in particular is like, it's gonna hurt. But you have to go, like, to get better, you have to like talk about what's wrong, and that's hard, but worth it. And like they talk about, it is also important to acknowledge when you have the space to do that and when you don't. I love the blocky dude's eyebrow, bro. It's so funny. Thanks, homie. Alright, it's gonna be stressful. I'm gonna lock in. Looking for me? I thought you were done with me. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. You think you've got it all figured out. You think you don't need me. I said, I'm sorry. We need to move past this. And this is also wanting to move more quickly through the healing process and like not really acknowledging that Madeline's like, alright, I learned my lesson, can we move on? And be like, yeah, we didn't actually solve it. We're not over it, actually. It's like, we're still on step one. And immediately asking Madeline, who she just said, you're free, I don't need you anymore, which is hurtful. And immediately being like, we need to move past this. Like, no. You don't get to demand that of yourself. You expect me to trust you? You aren't innocent here either. But I know you're scared. Look, we're at rock bottom. There's no point in fighting. I can keep digging. I can pull us down to the center of the earth. What would be the point? Let's climb out of here. Together. Come close to me and I'll make you regret it. Ah. I forgot that she has tiny lasers. What I had to learn my first time playing this is that it's a lot easier to go through these sections quickly. Why didn't I have a dash there, man? Because it helps you get through her attacks a lot faster, and helps you avoid the blocks that try to, like, squish you. See, like, I almost got squished there. And then there are some times when you gotta chill. Like there. See? Sometimes I can be patient. It's not often, but it's possible. I think Madeline being like, hey, actually, no. The thought of, like, trust is also something I'm uncomfortable with. She's allowed to be. Ooh, I did almost play myself there, but it's fine. It's less fine. I think I, like, stopped holding a joystick there. Which is frowned upon for this game. I think I could have ducked there. The hitbox is messing me up a little bit. Ooh, she gets those too. Okay. And then sometimes you still have to be patient, which we all know I'm so extraordinarily good at. So good at. Now, I will say, my eyes are not what they once were, man. There is so much happening on this screen that the spikes are a little bit hard to, like, for me to parse from the background. So that was an instance where I landed more on the, like, well, that one saved me. The, like, top right-hand side, which messed me up. I tried to wave dash there. I was unsuccessful at my wave dash. Not the spikes getting me. Okay, I think it's a D-pad moment. That time I didn't dash quick enough. Aww. I was doing so well, y'all. Generally, I recommend going to the top of that one. I did you a favor. You aren't a mountain climber. I'm just trying to help you. None of this would have happened if you had listened to me. I don't know how I lived through that. Oh, I need that block. Oh, I did not get the momentum I needed to there. There we go. I'm gonna try to dash down, I think. Down is not the vibe. Sometimes, Celeste, you'll like nail a particularly difficult platforming section, and then it'll be like small things like that. And you'll be like, I'm sorry, I did all of that just then. And now I can't hit this jump. Just doing a little audio adjusting there. Ooh, I thought I had momentum off of that block. I did not. If you look closely at the character model, sometimes you can see Madeline's red eyes through there, and I think that that's also fun. I guess I could have jumped earlier there? I would take this over being chased, I'll be real with you. Like, if I get an option, I'm 100% taking this every time. Also, if you don't hold the direction when you jump into the feather, you'll like, I think, default to the last horizontal direction you were facing. That's cool. I didn't touch her. You right, game. Not super sure how I recovered that, and we're gonna just accept that it is a thing. Okay. Oh, okay. You know, I'm willing to admit that that probably should have gotten me. Crystals broke. Fine. You win. I guess you don't need me after all. If you want me to go away, I'll try. That's not what I want. I need your help now more than ever. Please, let's work together. Work together? You're joking, right? It's okay to be scared. Level up. And we've unlocked a double dash. God, the music is also just so peaceful. And now we're together. How did we do that? If we can climb like that, maybe we can still reach the summit. You still want to climb the mountain? Why would we go back up there? Hi, Granny. It's good to see you two playing nice. Hey, thanks for talking some sense into me earlier. Don't mention it. Glad I can still be useful every now and then. Madeline! Madeline, you're okay. Ran down to help, but it looks like you're doing fine. Thanks, Theo. Honestly, maybe that fall was what I needed. Is this the part of you that you were talking about? She's like an adorable goth, Madeline. Hi. You were right, Theo. I shouldn't be afraid of her. If her and I work together, I think we can still finish the climb. That's so rad. Wait, no. I didn't agree to this. You said we'd talk about things first. You're right. I understand that you're scared. But we both know that this is something we want to do. We have to try one last time. Yeah, you've got this. I don't know. We were so close and then we, fell. The mountain tore us apart. Yeah, that happened. But I have to believe we can put that behind us. I have to believe we're capable of this. It's not a bad idea. It'll still be difficult, mind you. I'm amazed you got as far as you did, butting heads like you were. I reckon you can make it if you cooperate. Okay. I'll try. Can I help? You've already done so much for me. Let me hold your bag, at least. Good idea. This won't take me long at all. Yeah. I love that episode. And then they're together. I love that chapter a lot. It did. This reflection in particular was something that, like, to be vulnerable, I suppose, in this, that is part of, like, what the reflective plays are for. Like, that aspect of disliking the parts of myself that weren't what I wanted them to be. And finding ways to, like, okay, this is, like, a part of who I am. So, like, how do I work with that as opposed to, like, always trying to fight against the parts of me that I don't always like. And I think that this chapter does a really good job of, like, discussing, okay, I acknowledge that, like, I am afraid to fail. I'm afraid to attempt to succeed. But what if I just do it anyway? What if I give myself the chance to be surprised? And I think that this chapter does that well. I think that the dialogue in the beginning, yes, I really appreciate the conversation that Madeline and Theo have. I think that at times it's a little bit like writing heavy. I don't have a better way to put it, but I think that it is at a place in the game where, like, a breather is welcome and a breather is necessary after getting through the temple. So, no, I think Reflection is one of my favorite chapters in the game. And up next, hey, we were at under 100 deaths. And we got the B-side. Next, we will face the summit. And that will conclude the Celeste playthrough for our reflective plays. I'm interested to hear what y'all think about this chapter, and if you made it to the end of the video, like, if there are other games that you have played that have helped you, like, process or think about things differently. It doesn't necessarily have to be something, like, heavy, like Celeste gets into, but if there's a game that, like, made you stop and rethink how you viewed something, I'd love to hear about it. And I will see y'all in the next episode when we tackle the summit. Make sure you are taking care of yourselves. It is really important. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I will catch y'all around the internet. Bye.